Hi, I'm Rachel, and welcome to my channel, La Bricoleuse, where I share tips, techniques, and equipment trainings from over 25 years working as a costume craftsperson. If you make a lot of corsets, historical gowns with bone bodices, or other structured garments, you've probably wondered, is there a more efficient way to cut flat steel bones to custom lengths than 10 snips and brute force? In this video, I'll demonstrate how to use an industrial press with bone cutting dies. This is the bone cutter press on the right. We use it to cut corset bones to exact lengths. This device on the left is the spring-loaded press plates into which the bronze cutter dies are secured. Our dies cut 1/4-inch wide bones, but these can be custom made for other sizes in imperial and metric measurements. The stabilizing wheel can be turned to accommodate other sizes and configurations of press plates. In our facility, we only have the one press device and the one size of cutting dies. This strip of metal on the bottom of the press plates slides into a groove of the wheel. Here, I'm illustrating how you slide the press plate device into and out of the groove on the stabilizing wheel. When you engage the press by turning the lever handle, the plates press together. First, let's look at how you cut a bone. We stock boning in reels of continuous length. Here, I've marked the place I want to cut the bone. The bone slots into the bottom chamber of the die, and I line up the top curve of the die shape with the mark for where I want to cut the bone. I pull the handle and the bone cuts cleanly. Here's another point of view on that action. I line up my mark with the cutting die and another quick and clean cut. You can also use this press to tip the bone. If you don't tip a flat steel bone after you cut it, the end will quickly wear through the bone channel and poke your performer painfully. There are substances you can dip the tips in to create a smoother surface, from Plasti-Dip to shellac and more, but all of these products need time to dry or cure. In theatrical costume production, time is frequently the most precious commodity, so we often use metal tip caps on bones because they require no cure time. The tips are stored in a container labeled corset hardware with aglets and other findings in various sizes and finishes. Here's what tip caps for bones look like. You need to prep the die with a rubber insert before the tipping process. This piece fits securely in the chamber of the bottom die, like this. Here, I'm putting the rubber insert in place to prepare for tipping. I slide the metal tip onto the end of the bone, fit the end and the tip into the groove of the die on top of the rubber insert, and pull the lever handle to crimp the tip securely to the bone. Here's a close-up of the finished tipped bone. If you don't have access to equipment like this, you can crimp these tips onto the bones with 2 sets of pliers. If you need to change the dies out for another size, you would pull the pins out by grasping these silver rings. Recall that we only have the one style of cutter dies, so I won't demonstrate this. These lever-handed presses are fairly common in industry, and a wide range of custom dies can be purchased for various useful costume construction applications. In our shop, we also have a separate covered button press, but we don't actually need 2 different presses for these 2 applications. One press could have dies and attachments that switch out, depending on the purpose you need it for. If your shop's production process doesn't require both applications running simultaneously. For more video spotlights on equipment to make your costume department run more efficiently, check out this playlist. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more costume production content.